Last week, we talked all about TFSA or tax-free savings account. You can watch the video right here about that. This week, we are tackling all about RRSP or Registered Retirement Savings Plan. What is RRSP? Do we need RRSP as an immigrant here in Canada? What is the benefit of this account? How can this account help us? Let's answer those questions. Stay tuned, especially if you're an immigrant like me who's trying to build a life here, trying to settle down here in Canada from the ground up. By the way, my name is Kath. Welcome back to my channel. I am happy, I'm glad you are here. You're probably watching this video because you're here in Canada now and you're trying to get your shit together, trying to build a life that you want, and you wanted to know about finances, personal development, and you wanted to see someone, to learn from someone's journey. This is literally why I built this channel, and now I have 13,000 subscribers. And I just wanted to share all what I've experienced, I've learned as I go through this life, this journey of being an immigrant here in Canada. So if you want that kind of content, please do subscribe to this channel and like this video. All right, so let's talk about Registered Retirement Savings Plan. It is a government-registered account or plan that helps Canadians to save for their retirement while lowering their taxable income right now. It's like, the government saying that, hey, if you put money on the side for your retirement on this specific account, we will reward you, giving you some tax breaks. If you've been hanging around here in Canada, you know how tax can be high and it's so hard to see that deductible from your paycheck. So this is a great way that you lower down your tax bracket by the time it's time to file your taxes. And here as an immigrant, we don't usually have a pension. Our parents or family is probably back home. Our workplace benefits, we're just trying to figure that out. Most of us probably don't have the generational wealth that we need once we're here. So literally we start from zero, start from scratch, and most of the time we also help our family back home and send money back home. So why am I saying that? Because here's the truth. If you're planning to build and settle your life here in Canada and you don't intentionally plan for your retirement, then think about it. Like rethink about your plans. You probably might not be able to retire comfortably. Canada might not be the place for you, or maybe anywhere else. You have to think about yourself right now and your future self because you owe it to your past self. Okay, so let's get technical. Well, my dog is being such a doggy here. RRSP, it's another account just like a TFSA. It's not an investment yet, but you can invest through RRSP just like the TFSA. Think about the RRSP as a toolbox. It's a big box. There's a bunch of tools in that box. And when you open it up, there's different compartments inside of the toolbox. RRSP is the full toolbox, and the compartments are the investment you're going to put your money in, your tools in. So like segregated fund, GIC, ETFs, stocks. So we can talk about that in the next video. But essentially, you are putting money in your RRSP, and then the money in your RRSP, you're going to invest into something, into a fund. So who are the people who can open an RRSP? These are the eligibility, okay? You can open an RRSP if you have earned income in Canada. It's either from your self-employment or from your employment. Number two, you've already filed a tax, Canadian tax here. So that means you already went through a fiscal year. And number three, you are under 71 years old. And yes, you can open an account even if you're a temporary or you're a permanent resident here in Canada. If you're an international student, you can open an RRSP. But I don't really recommend you getting RRSP if you're an international student now. We'll talk about that later. 3 key benefits of RRSP. Number 1, any amount you contribute in your RRSP reduces your taxable income. Let's say you earned 50K this year. okay? And then you added or contributed to your RRSP about 5,000. Let's say 5,000, okay? CRA will only tax you with $45,000 instead of the whole 50,000 because you contributed 5,000 in your RRSP. Gets? So that means you're going to be taxed in 45,000 only. So the higher your income bracket is, the higher your taxable income. So that's why RRSP is such a helpful way to cut back on your taxes. And number two that is really great about this is your tax deferred growth. So whatever you invest, for example, you invest in GIC, you invest in segregated funds, you earn the interest, you earn capital gains in it, right? For this, you won't get taxed while you grow your money through investment in this account. Unlike other accounts, you won't be taxed until you withdraw the money. That means compound interest is really working hard for you. But when you withdraw your money in your RRSP, you're going to get taxed. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. But if you withdraw in your RRSP earlier than your retirement, you will get penalized and taxed. We're going to talk about it in a little bit in this video. And then number three, key benefit is there's two programs here in RRSP that could help you elevate your life. Number one is you can withdraw money through the home buyer's plan under your RRSP. And once you withdraw, it's going to be tax-free. You can withdraw up to 60,000 Canadian dollars tax-free to buy your first home. And then there's another program through the lifelong learning plan. You can use it for your full-time training or education. And of course, even though you'll withdraw all of this tax-free, there's other factors that you need to know about this. Again, we're going to talk about it in the tax part, okay? Okay, let's talk about the contribution room. Just like other accounts like TFSA, there's a contribution limit for RRSP. But for RRSP, each year, you earn new contribution room. It is the 18% of your annual income up to the annual limit set by the government. Just like TFSA, the unused contribution room from last year carry forwards to the new year, carry forwards to the other year, carry forwards to the other year. You will know how much you can contribute in your RRSP in your My CRA account. So better check that out if you are planning to open your RRSP account. Note, over-contributing in your RRSP can lead to penalties. So make sure to know what is your contribution limit. Okay, so here, let's understand what happens when you put money in your RRSP account, okay? But before that, please do like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and comment if you have any questions or if you have any comment about this video. Thank you. Okay, when you put money in your RRSP, it is important to know these things, okay? The money that you're gonna put in your RRSP is locked in, close in that account. Why? Because that account is for your retirement. It's for your future self, not for your now. So make sure that once you open an RRSP, contributed to it, don't use it as a savings account. You're gonna take out money out from it. So it's literally an investment for your future. But you know, as I mentioned earlier, you can withdraw money early on before you retire on this planet Earth. But you have to know that when you withdraw early on, there are taxes that you have to go through once you withdraw it early on. Because when you start withdrawing for the RRSP, when you withdraw the money that you withdraw is considered as an income. So for example, my annual income was 45,000, but I took 5,000 from my RRSP. The government will look at it as my income is 50,000 for that year. That means I'm gonna be in that tax bracket of the 50,000 earner or income earner. But there's an exemption, okay? There's two exemptions that I've already mentioned earlier. One is the home buyer's plan. Without immediate penalties, you can withdraw money from the home buyer's plan. You can withdraw here tax-free as long as you pay it back within the 15 years. I have the link in my description box below to know more about the home buyer's plan. And then the other exception, the number 2 exception, is the lifelong learning plan. You can withdraw again money out from your RRSP through this plan for education or training. But again, you have to repay it in the timeline that you were asked to. Because then afterwards, if you haven't, you're gonna be penalized. And you know, what if you just wanted to take out your money? Like, just wanted to get it. You can still do that, but you will get withholding tax taken off the top immediately. And again, it will be considered as a taxable income when you file your return. That's why RRSP is great, is ideal if you're staying here in Canada. If you are already sure that you're going to be staying here in Canada. That's why earlier I've mentioned that if you're still an international student, you don't have any permanent status here yet, I don't recommend RRSP. But you can look into the numbers and see if it works out for you or see if it doesn't work out for you. This is just a recommendation so that we can avoid the costly mistakes. You know, just a quick story. My mentor had a client. She was an international student. Unfortunately, she had to go back home, so she wanted to grab or get her money from her RSP. She opened up a RSP in a bank, one of the biggest bank here. The bank person recommended her to open up an RSP. But as I mentioned earlier, as we've learned in this video, once you take out money from your RSP, you're gonna get taxed top off immediately. And that means she didn't get all the money that she invested in the RSP. Plus, her taxable income got increased. Our next video, I'm going to talk about FHSA. It's the first home savings account. So if you're dreaming to buy a house here in Canada, it's just sorry. Yes. My whiny dog. So if you want to buy here, if your dream is to buy a property, a house here in Canada, make sure to watch the next video. Hit the notification bell so that you won't miss my next vlog. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Here's my whiny dog. Hi, whiny dog. I have to go now. I have to go to work. What can you say about that? That's what I thought, Bear. That's what I thought. Bye.